Om Namah Shivaya. A very warm welcome to today's class. My name is Kaivalya. I'm staff here at Yoga Vidya, Bad Meinberg in Germany. With me is Stephanie. We'll have about 90 minutes today. And our main focus will be on the spinal twist. So what we'll be doing is we'll be making our way through the more or less classic Yoga Vidya sequence, taking a few liberties every now and then, and introducing a twist where it sort of makes sense. So the spinal twist, usually in the Yoga Vidya sequence, we only really have Ardha Matsyendrasana, the half-seated twist, spinal twist. But today we'll be twisting a little bit more, because really the twist has, as all the asanas, but wonderful benefits on all levels. So physically we'll be stimulating the abdominal area, so all of our abdominal organs, giving them a good massage. And with that also intensifying our fire, our inner fire, our Agni, so that's our digestive fire, helping us to digest not only the food stuff, but really everything, so all our experiences, all our emotions. So it's good to keep our fire burning relatively strong and nicely in our abdomen. And also, on an energetic level, it's the Manipura chakra, again, fire element seated in the abdominal area, which we'll be stimulating mostly with a twist. But also, of course, it's nice to keep our spine nice and juicy and healthy with those spinal twists. So, also mentally, the twist helps us to keep us flexible. So not only on the physical level, flexibility, but also on the mental level. As always, practice mindfully, take good care of yourself. If you do wish to come out of a pose, feel free to do so. If you like to use props, again, feel free to do so. All right? Okay. So let's make a start. So you can come into Shavasana. Come to lie on your mat, taking your heels about mat width apart. Let your toes drop out to the side, taking the arms about 45-degree angle, palms facing up. And just take a few moments to let this physical frame, the physical body, settle on your mat. Perhaps scanning the body from the inside out. Noticing if you're holding on to any parts of your body, checking, are your shoulders really soft? Can you let go a little bit more on the neck and shoulder area? Is the forehead nice and smooth? What about your jaws, your tongue? And perhaps you wish to take just a couple of deep breaths, inhaling all the way down into the abdomen rising, and exhaling, the abdomen sinking down, and perhaps there's that feeling that the entire body is melting into the mat. So just take a couple of deep breaths, and with those breaths, you're really fully arriving on your mat, fully arriving here, now, taking those 90 minutes for your practice. Bringing your awareness then to the soles of your feet, the soft, warm soles of your feet. And from there, perhaps visualizing light or the sensation of warmth, of relaxation, which is traveling up to the ankle joints, Further up the lower legs to the knee joints. Further up, thighs all the way to the hip joints. Both legs warm, filled with light, with the sensation of relaxation. Just traveling now further up, filling the abdomen to the belly button, filling the chest all the way to the shoulders. And that same sensation now in your fingertips and moving upwards, fingers, palms, wrists, lower arms, elbow joints, upper arms, shoulder joints, traveling up shoulders and neck and filling the head all the way to the crown of your head. Your entire body now filled with light, with warmth, with a sensation of relaxation, which you can enjoy just for a few moments in silence. Om. Deepen your breath again, connecting with the breath and deep breathing all the way down into the abdomen. Wiggling with fingers and toes, taking the arms up and behind, giving your body a good stretch. And place your feet on the mat, heels relatively close to the buttocks. We're just going to introduce a little bit of mobility to the spine by coming into a dynamic shoulder bridge. So exhaling, pushing the small back into the mat, and inhaling, lifting the hips up, peeling your spine off the mat, vertebra by vertebra. And exhaling, rolling back down again. So you're practicing in your own rhythm. Nice and even breaths, inhaling, rolling up vertebra by vertebra, and exhaling back down again. Keeping those legs active, so you can visualize that you're holding a ball between the knees, so the knees sometimes have a tendency to drift outwards. So a couple more rounds. Just introducing a little bit of mobility into your spine. So, one last round, inhaling up. And exhaling down. Very nice. And then taking your arms wide, placing them at shoulder height, Yeah, very nice. And we're going to come into a first twist. So as you exhale, you take both knees to the right side, exhaling into a comfortable twist. And if you wish, you can take your head to the other side. So twisting gently to the left. And here, really relaxing, let go of that body, of that physical frame. Again, scanning the body, checking, am I holding on to my jaws, my tongue, my forehead? What about my shoulders? Are they really soft? Perhaps a hint of tightness in your hips, thighs, buttocks. And you can visualize how you're breathing into certain body parts, and as you exhale, those are becoming all soft. Melting into this shape. And then prepare to come out of the pose, connecting with your belly button, drawing that in, inhaling, bringing both knees to the middle, and exhaling over to the other side. Again, taking the head to face the opposite side. And once more, become aware of the body from the inside out. Scanning the body for any possible tightness. Jaws and tongue, forehead, shoulders, hips. Just noticing if there's any holding on to. And by guiding the breath to those body parts, the exhalation, introducing more and more softness. Prepare to come out of the pose, connecting with the belly button, inhaling, bringing the knees back to the center, hugging them in, perhaps rocking, massaging a little by circling the knees so you can hug the knees in. Very nice. And then you can either roll over to one side, sit up that way, or rocking up to come up to a seated position. So let's start our class with 3 Oms and a brief chant. Connecting with your breath. Inhaling deeply and exhaling completely. Inhaling for Om. 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 Sahana vavatu, sahanao bhunaktu, saha viryam karavavahai, tejasvinavaditamastu, ma vitvishavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Okay, Then, as announced, let's start with a little bit of pranayama. So I thought today we'll do a little bit of Sufi grind. So that's also kind of stimulating that area which we're working with, the abdominal area in the twist also. So you can place your hands very comfortably on your knees. And let me just show you. Inhaling, you're bringing yourself to the side and forward, chest forward, chin slightly up. And as you exhale, go back, making a round back. Inhaling, forward, chest wide, chin slightly up. And exhale, back and round. Okay, so let's do this together. Inhaling to the side and forward, chest open, chin up. Exhaling round, back. In your own rhythm, nice and slow. Oh, so just becoming aware what sort of movement is possible, taking the circles perhaps a little wider, really moving back and forth as far as possible. Connecting that movement with the breath. Couple more rounds here. Really be within that physical body. And then changing direction. Inhaling forward, chest forward, chin slightly up. Exhaling all the way back, as if you're almost going to fall back. Inhaling to the front and exhaling all the way back. Couple more rounds here. Final round. And we'll continue with the second little bit of breath work, Brahmari. So you can take your hands to the heart space. And with the inhalation, it's a gentle snoring sound. You take the arms wide. And exhaling with a humming sound, you bring the arms back to the heart space. Inhaling, gentle snoring sound, taking the arms wide. And exhaling. Continue on your own rhythm, inhaling, gentle snoring sound, and exhaling, humming like a bee. So do continue a few slow rounds, and enjoying the vibration of the sound. And perhaps it just feels like every cell of the body is vibrating a little bit. Final round. And following that, a few moments of silence. Om. And let's come onto the mat. Classic warm-up, Surya Namaskara. So, taking your socks off and coming to stand on the front of your mat. Taking a few moments here to arrive in Tadasana, in the mountain pose, placing the feet about hip width apart, feeling that connection with the floor, perhaps taking the toes wide, spreading them and placing them back on the mat. Perhaps just shifting the weight back and forwards a little bit and really finding center. Also, left foot, right foot, placing your weight equally. Tucking the tailbone a little bit under, bringing length into the lower spine. Breastbone forward and up, shoulder blades down. Chin gently tucked under, neck is long, crown of the head moving up. At the same time, let go of all those body parts which can be all soft, including your tongue, your jaws, your forehead. Inhaling here, exhaling, bringing the palms together to Namaste. Inhaling up and gently back, opening yourself. Exhaling, do bend the knees if you wish to, bringing the hands onto the mat. Inhaling, taking the right foot all the way back, coming into a gentle sprinter. Retaining the breath, coming into plank, belly button in, strong middle. Exhaling, knees, chest and forehead. Inhaling, gently up into a soft cobra. Exhaling, tucking the toes under, hips all the way up, spine long. Inhaling, right foot forward, gaze ahead. And exhaling into forward bend. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale, lower your arms. Inhale, exhale, Namaste. Inhale up. And exhale and forward and down. Inhaling, left foot back, sprinter. Retain your breath and plank. Exhale down, 8 points on the mat. Inhaling, soft cobra. Exhaling, a down dog. Inhaling, left foot sprinter. Exhaling, right forward bend. Inhaling, forward up and gently back. Exhale, lower your arms. Inhale, exhale, namaste. Inhale up. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, right, sprinter. Retain your breath and plank. Exhaling down, 8 points. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, lower your arms. Inhale, exhale, namaste. Inhale up. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, left. Retain your breath and plank. Exhale, 8 points to the mat. Inhaling into cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, down. Inhale, exhale, namaste. Inhale up. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, right. Retain plank. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, exhale, namaste. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, left. Retain plank. Exhale, 8 points. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower your arms. Inhale, exhale, namaste. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, right. Retain plank. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, exhale, namaste. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, left. Retain plank. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale, up. And exhale, lower your arms. Staying here for just a few breaths. Become aware of the body. Feel it from the inside out. Noticing an initial warmth, prana energy, which is flowing through that physical frame, as well as the energy body. After those initial rounds of Surya Namaskara, let's continue with a few rounds of variations, introducing a twist. So once again, Tadasana, front of your mat. Inhale, exhale, namaste. Inhaling up and gently back. Exhaling forward and down. Inhale, right foot back. And make yourself comfortable in sprinter. You can place the top of the foot on the mat. Placing your right palm firmly into that mat. Inhaling, taking the left arm up, coming into a twist. Reaching up and bringing that left shoulder blade all the way round. At the same time, become aware of that left knee. Bring that nicely to the center. Keep on breathing here, opening yourself up with every inhalation. Couple more breaths here, opening yourself. The next exhalation, place that hand back onto the mat, palm into the mat. And inhaling, taking the right arm up, coming to twist to the right. Again, bring that shoulder blade all the way back, as if you were going to bring the chest to face upwards. Reaching up, opening yourself up. Gaze is following that movement. Gaze towards the thumb. Inhaling here. And exhale as you place the palm back onto the mat. Inhaling in sprinter. Retain your breath in plank. Exhale 8 points. Inhale cobra. Exhale down dog. Inhale right foot forward. Once again, make yourself comfortable here in sprinter. You can place the top of the foot onto the mat. Left palm firmly onto the mat. Inhaling, taking the right arm up once again, coming into that twist. Reaching up. The gaze is upwards. Enjoying that twist. Opening yourself. Inhaling here. And exhale as you place the palm back onto the mat. Inhale left. Couple more breaths on this side. In, then inhaling. Exhale down. Inhale and sprinter. Exhaling into your forward bend. Inhaling up. And exhale down. Inhale, exhale, namaste. Inhale up and gently back. Exhaling forward and down. Inhaling left foot back. Once again, we shall pause here. You can come onto the knee, onto the thigh. And then we're going to tuck the left toes under, coming into a high lunge. Namaste. Palms together in front of the chest. And as you exhale, you tuck your left elbow towards or onto the right thigh, coming into a twist. And once again, looking up. Looking up to the right. Both lower arms, one stacked nicely on top of the other. And palms in front of the chest, as much as that's possible. Breathing here. Inhaling to the center. And exhaling down. Inhaling in sprinter. And retain your breath in plank. Exhale down. Inhale cobra. Exhaling down dog. Inhale left foot forward. Once again come up. High lunge. Lifting the right knee off the mat. Namaste. Inhaling here. And exhaling this time to the left. The palms in front of the chest. The gaze is upwards. Very well done. Keep on breathing. Couple more breaths here. And then inhale back to the center. Exhaling down. Inhale and sprinter. Exhaling into forward bend. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale all your arms. And just stand and mountain pose for a moment. Let the breath settle. And we'll come to the mat, but on the way down, let's just go via chair pose. And here we can also introduce a twist. So inhaling, taking the arms up. Exhaling, so if you're going to sit down on a chair, it's a quite small chair, it's more like a stool. Perhaps your chair is even smaller. Taking the hands to Namaste, inhaling here, and exhaling to the right. Once again, using that elbow to really sort of help you into that twist, using it as a lever, guiding you into that twist. A couple of breaths here. And then once again, inhaling to the center, and exhaling over to the left. Strong thighs. Gazes up. Well done. Inhaling back to the center. One more breath. And exhaling. Lower yourself onto the mat. And a brief Shavasana. Come to lie on your mat. Let the breath settle. Let the physical frame relax for a moment. Just noticing how that breath is finding its slow, natural rhythm, and watch that steady coming and going of the breath. Enjoying that gentle movement of the abdomen. Perhaps be aware of that flow of energy, that prana moving through your body. And then we shall start with our asanas. We'll skip Shirshasana this morning. We'll start with Sarvangasana. So prepare yourself to come to a shoulder stand, either a supported shoulder stand, so placing a cushion underneath your lower spine if you wish to practice in a more gentle way today, or come into a classic shoulder stand, closing your legs and lifting those up with the inhalation, supporting your back, bringing the shoulder blades together, and allow your body to adjust, giving it a little bit of time to arrive in this inversion. All 10 fingertips are pointing upwards, supporting your back nicely, and the neck is relaxed. The jaws are soft, forehead smooth, tongue soft. Once again, scan that body for any tightness which needn't be there. This is Sarvangasana, so the posture of all parts, and yet there are certain body parts which you can let go of. Soles of your feet soft, feet relaxed. So if you wish to remain here for another couple of minutes, feel free to do so. Otherwise, you're welcome to join the variation. So we can introduce a twist here also by bringing the soles of the feet together and letting the knees drop to the right and left hand side. Inhaling here and exhaling, twisting from the hip, introducing a little movement, twisting to the right and inhaling to the center, exhaling over to the left. In your own rhythm, just a few dynamic rounds here. Very well done. One final round, taking your time, connecting the movement with the breath. And then coming to Sarvangasana once more, so bringing the feet up, taking a few more breaths here. And flex your feet, so bring the heels towards the ceiling, toes towards you. Coming into a dynamic half plow, exhaling right foot back. Inhaling up, exhaling left. Inhaling up, and you can do a couple more rounds. Feet flexed. As you exhale, you take one foot all the way down. Final round. Taking a couple of breaths in shoulder stand. Once again, flexing your feet. Heels up, toes towards you, and exhaling with one of your next exhalations, coming into the full plow, halasana. Guiding your feet towards the floor behind you. If your toes make firm contact with the ground, you can let go of the back and perhaps interlocking your fingers as you place your arms, your hands on the mat. If your toes are not yet on the floor, do support your back. You can also bend the knees if you feel this is quite a strenuous pose for you. Otherwise, do take the back of the knees up, straightening your legs. Couple more breaths here in halasana. If you feel it's time for you to come out of the pose, you can press hands and arms into the mat and roll out vertebra by vertebra. If you wish to come back into Sarvangasana, into the shoulder stands once more, you can do so. Come up into Sarvangasana once again. Perhaps there's a little bit more lightness in the body. And from here, if you wish, you can either roll out by placing hands and arms firmly onto the mat and you can roll out vertebra by vertebra, or place one foot after the other on the mat, coming into shoulder bridge. Very well done. Very nice. Perhaps interlocking your fingers on the mat, bringing the shoulder blades nicely together. And if you are in this pose, as Stephanie is, from here you can actually roll down, keeping the hands and arms where they are, and that takes you where you want to be in preparation for Matsyasana, for the fish pose. Otherwise, prepare to come into this pose now. So you're taking your hands, your arms underneath that body, bringing the shoulder blades together, bringing the feet and ankles together. Inhaling, lifting head and upper body all the way up, coming onto your elbows, and exhaling, gently guiding you, top of the head or back of the head onto the mat. Arriving in fish pose, Matsyasana. And here just make sure that the weight is on your elbows, your arms. The crown of your head is only just touching the floor. There's no weight on there. As you open that chest, open your heart space. Full yogic breath here. Abdomen, chest all the way up to the collarbones. With every inhalation, feel that spaciousness in the chest cavity. Couple more breaths here. Prepare to come out of the pose. Inhaling, lifting the head up gently, exhaling, releasing hands and arms. Relaxing the body. Coming to Shavasana. That sequence of the inversion with the shoulder stand, the plow, the fish. Bringing perhaps the awareness to the throat area and the heart space. Just noticing how that area of the body is feeling now after this quite intense practice. Watching the breath, just finding its very fine and natural rhythm again, flowing gently. Watching that coming and going of the breath. And hugging the knees in, perhaps rocking gently from side to side, just massaging your lower back. Then come to rock up or come to sit up rolling to one side. Let's prepare for the forward bend. So let's prepare with a little butterfly prep, just to open those hips a little. So if you wish, you can practice the butterfly a little dynamically, placing the soles of your feet together in front of you, bringing the heels relatively close to the body, grabbing hold of the big toes, and just let that butterfly fly a little. Let those knees bounce up and down ever so gently. The spine is nice and tall, the chest is open, breastbone forwards and upwards. And then gently, gently, you can just guide those hips into more of an opening by leaning on the knees with your elbows and just open your hips even more. And also, if possible, you can open your feet. So if your feet were a book, and you can look at the soles of your feet perhaps, really opening your hips nicely here. Keep on breathing towards the hip joints. And even here, try and keep the spine nice and long and straight. The chest even here a little bit open. Inhaling up. And guiding the knees back up. So let's do a bit of a variation of the forward bend by taking the feet wide. So coming to a comfortable pose, taking the buttocks back, really arriving on your sitting bones. Here again, the breastbone is moving upwards. And we can inhale here by taking the arms up. Exhale, you bring your right hand to the left foot, coming into a twist. Dynamically inhaling up. Exhaling, left hand to right foot. And perhaps taking the arm all the way back. Inhaling up and exhaling down to the opposite foot. Inhaling up and exhaling across in your own rhythm. Couple more dynamic rounds. Perhaps guiding your breath to the hip joint, enjoying that movement from the hip, keeping the spine nice and tall and long. Final round. Right foot to left, right hand to left foot, and left hand to right foot. Inhaling up and exhaling forward. Just taking your time here. Perhaps inhaling, come back up gently and exhaling down. Or perhaps you wish to walk with your fingers a little forward, coming perhaps to rest on your lower arms. Only go as far as possible in today's practice, not wanting to achieve anything here. Breathing into the hip joints. And with each exhalation, there's a little bit more softness as you're arriving in your forward bend, in your variation of Paschimottanasana. More and more softness as you hold the pose. Perhaps perhaps bringing your awareness initially to the physical frame, and then more and more inwards, witnessing whatever there is now in this moment, a thought, an emotion. Without that emotion, that thought taking you onto the journey, just bring your focus back to the breath if you find yourself getting lost. Couple more breaths in the pose. Then prepare to come out of it gently, slowly, perhaps by walking the hands back towards the body. Come to sit up slowly, slowly. If you feel like a counter pose, perhaps just placing the hands behind you, opening the chest, opening the front of the body. Inhaling, come to sit up, bringing the feet together again. Gently, and then come to lie on the abdomen, making a pillow with your hands, taking a moment here, big toes are touching, heels dropping out to the side. So following our inversion, our forward bend, now a couple of back bends. Let's start with bhujangasana, cobra pose. So place your hands underneath your shoulders, forehead is on the mat, elbows nicely tucked in. Pubic bone on the mat, top of the feet on the mat, heels touching. Inhaling, you're moving forwards and upwards with the head and the upper body coming into a gentle cobra. And let those back muscles work, so you're not pushing into the mat with your hands, but you're really working with the back muscles here. Opening the chest by bringing the shoulder blades down and back. Very well done. And even here we can introduce a little twist. So inhaling, creating length in the spine. Exhaling, looking over your right shoulder. Sort of looking back a little, taking a breath here. And then inhaling back to the center and exhaling over to the other side. Once again, looking back. Taking a breath here. Heart space wide open. Inhaling back to the center. Couple more breaths in Cobra. If you wish to introduce a little bit of pressure and push yourself up a little if you wish, only going as far as it's comfortable this morning. If you're enjoying an opening of the heart space here, not forgetting about the shoulder blades, bringing them down and back all the time. Very well done. Breathing into the heart space. Perhaps visualizing a light in the middle of your chest. Striving upwards, forwards and upwards. Couple more breaths here in bhujangasana. And when you feel it's time to come out of the asana, with one of the next exhalations, lower yourself back down again. A pillow with your hands. Relax. And let go with every exhalation. More and more softness. With every exhalation, there's a letting go. Moving to your true being, letting go of all that stuff you no longer need, freeing yourself with every breath. Place your hands underneath your shoulders and push yourself up onto all fours. So hands underneath your shoulders, taking the fingers wide, so big sunny hands, middle finger pointing forwards. Knees underneath your hip joints. So from here we can do another back bend, which is not really a twist, but a little bit of working diagonally at least. So taking the left hand to the right foot, coming into a variation of the bow, really pushing that foot all the way up. Taking a couple of breaths here. Exhale, release. Inhale, right hand to left foot. And really pushing that foot into the hand and lift yourself all the way up. Enjoying that back bend. Couple more breaths here. Exhaling down. Inhaling, long spine. And exhaling, taking the buttocks to the heels, walking the fingers all the way ahead, stretching the spine. And then exhaling into child's pose. Inhaling, rolling up. And from here, we'll do a couple of twists, a couple of variations of Ardha Matsyendrasana. So initially, you can sit on your heels. If this is not comfortable for you, do take a couple of cushions, meditation cushions, to sit on. So alternatively, placing those between your feet, if that's more comfortable. Yeah. Placing the hands in front of you to Namaste, inhaling here, and exhaling over to the right. Again, take a couple of breaths to really guide you into the asana. Inhaling, the spine is long. And exhaling, there's a hint more twist. Be aware of your sitting bones firmly on your heels on the cushion. Be aware of that spine like a spiral staircase, each vertebra just rotating gently, giving the discs a nice massage, bringing your awareness to the head, in line with the spine, all the way to the crown of the head. Perhaps the spine like a ray of light. Couple more breaths here. Prepare to come out of the pose. Inhaling here, exhaling back to the center. Inhaling in the center, exhaling over to the other side. Feel that connection, the palms gently touching, palms in front to the breastbone, shoulders all the way down. Once again, the awareness of your sitting bones firmly on the heels, on the cushion. So if you're aware of each and every vertebra, all the way up to the head, all the way up to the crown of the head, enjoying that rotation. Couple more breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling back to the center. You can take your feet to the front, legs stretched out. Let's practice one more seated twist here. So bending the right knee, taking the right foot to the outside of the left knee, and really bring some length into your spine. Hug that right knee in with your left arm. Inhaling, right arm up, and exhaling over to the right once again, coming into Ardha Matsyendrasana. Once again, taking a few breaths to guide you into the asana. Inhaling length, exhaling twist. As you're aware of the physical frame taking the shape, you can remind yourself that by practicing with that physical frame, you're not only bringing flexibility to it, but also bringing flexibility to the more subtle of bodies. bringing flexibility to your mind, your mindset, being able to adjust. As you hold the breath for a couple more breaths, as you hold the pose for a couple more breaths. Prepare to come out of the pose, inhaling here, exhaling back to the center. Changing your leg, so bending the right knee, the left knee, placing the left foot on the outside of the right knee, bringing length into the spine. Once again, hug the knee in, inhaling left arm up and exhaling to the twist to the left. Sitting bones on the mat, spine tall. Taking that head with you into the twist only as far as it's comfortable. Once again, let the breath guide you until you arrive in your Ardha Matsyendrasana. Couple more breaths here. Inhaling up, exhaling back to the center. And then let's finish with one final asana. Come to stand on your mat. Taking your feet wide for a variation of Trikonasana. So facing the long end of your mat. Feet parallel. And then you take your right foot out 90 degrees. Inhaling, lifting your arms up, and exhaling, you're taking your left hand to the right foot, coming into a twist, and taking the right arm up, coming into a twisted version of Trikonasana. Once again, try and bring that shoulder back, so if your chest is going to face upwards. If you need a block here, or cushion, if your hand is not on the foot, you can use any props you wish. Couple more breaths here. Both soles of the feet firmly on the mat. Inhaling, both legs strong, come back to the center. And then changing your feet over, turning your left foot out 90 degrees. Inhale, arms up, and exhaling into the twist. Right hand to left foot. Once again, bringing that shoulder back as if you're going to turn all the way around. Both legs as straight as possible. Few more breaths here. Strong legs, inhaling up. And exhale, lower your arms. Walking the feet together, and we're ready for Shavasana, final relaxation. So do get comfortable on the mat. Any props you need, cushion, blankets. So, arriving in Shavasana, taking the heels mat width apart, letting the feet, the toes drop out to the side. Arms about 45-degree angle away from the body, palms facing up. Head in line with the spine. And also here you can let the breath guide you into Shavasana. So with every exhalation, there's an arriving in the asana, there's a coming home. With every exhalation, do let go of all that stuff you no longer need. Exhaling any heaviness, perhaps inhaling lightness. Allowing the body to settle for your relaxation. Bringing the awareness to the soles of your feet, the soft, warm soles of your feet. And from here, light and warmth and a feeling of relaxation is traveling upwards, filling both feet to the ankle joints. Traveling up further to the knee joints and all the way to the hip joints. Both legs filled with light, warmth, a sensation of relaxation. That is traveling up, filling the torso, all the way to the belly button. Traveling up further, filling the chest. Then bring your awareness to your fingertips. And from there, light, warmth, a feeling, a sensation of relaxation is traveling upwards, filling both hands to the wrists, lower arms to the elbow joints, upper arms to the shoulder joints, both hands and arms filled with warmth and light and a sensation of relaxation. That is traveling up the shoulders and neck, filling the head all the way up to the crown of the head. The whole body now filled with warmth, light, a sensation of relaxation. Be aware of the body from the crown of the head to the fingertips, to the soles of your feet. The whole body. The whole body relaxed. Bring your awareness back to the physical body and the breath. Deepening the breath and breathing all the way down into the abdomen. Centering yourself. Connecting physical body, breath, mind. Gently, gently introducing a few small movements, wiggling the toes, the fingers, moving hands and arms. Perhaps hugging the knees in, rocking from side to side. Making a few movements which now feel right and comfortable. Before you roll over to the right-hand side, taking a breath or two here. And then slowly, slowly, taking your time, come to sit up for a closing Om. Inhaling deeply and exhaling completely. Inhaling for Om. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And in deep gratitude, Om Bolo Sadguru Sivananda Maharaj Ki Jai. Om Sarva Santana Ki Jai. Thank you very much for sharing your practice today. Thank you, Stephanie. Thanks to the technical support team. We did have a few issues today with a headset. I assume it was a mobile phone somewhere nearby, to be honest, because usually the headset is pretty good. So anyway, hope that was all right. And if you're in the position to support Yoga Vidya in these challenging times, you'll find details for donations in the text box below. We're very grateful for any euro we receive. And also, we very much hope to welcome you again pretty soon in person. Meanwhile, do check out the online program. There's a huge free program in mostly German, but also some in English. But also there's online seminars, which you can check out. Also details in the text below. And there's another opportunity, if you joined us live today, there's another opportunity in about 2 weeks' time. I think that's Friday 19th. So thanks very much. Om Namah Shivaya.